Want to hear a joke? All right. You know, I thought my jokes were bad. I swear, he breaks physics with how fast he says his name. Photons are just watching this word fly past them. All right, I needed that laugh. Hey Jaime, have you realized some of us come not only to see the news about technology, but also to see your t-shirts and what would they say or show? Haha, excellent job as always, saludos. I know guys, I really gotta hand it to Ripped Apparel. These guys are geniuses. And again, if you're interested, first link in the description and there's a coupon code to get yourself 10% off. That's right, it's that time of the week. I am Jaime Rivera, this is Pocketnow, and this is the Pocketnow Daily Recap for last week. So on Monday, the topic was the iPhone 8. We had some case leaks, and most of these showed a very ugly phone, but I asked you what you thought about it. We had 567 comments. The vertical camera hump is a monstrosity. Oh my god, I need to frame your comment. There is no better way to declare that. If they get a flat camera, even if it's vertical, bezel-less design, 4mm all around, and a fingerprint sensor inside the display, then I think this phone would look stunning. I also feel that way too, and I'm sure Apple does too, but I doubt they'll pull it off. That camera hump ruins it for me. Samsung has almost eliminated the hump on the Galaxy lineup now. I wish Apple would follow suit. You know, I do agree, but remember, that was a work in progress. The first ever camera hump on the Galaxy S6 was horrible. The S7 got better, the S8 is flush, so I think it's a work in progress. On Tuesday, the topic was possibilities of a curved display on the iPhone. We hear that the company is not able to build enough of these and they have yield issues. I asked you if you feel that not having a curved display is a deal breaker. We had 769 comments. I don't care about curved displays. If it looks good, that's about it. You know, devices like the LG G6 have proven that you do not need a curved display to make a beautiful phone. I have to agree. I wonder why other manufacturers like Samsung managed to launch 10 plus different phones a year and yet managed to pull all the features in their flagship, but Apple, which launches 1 to 2 phones a year, can't put any new things on their phones. You have to remember that, again, as I mentioned earlier, it is a work in progress. It's not like if Samsung gradually, just one day out of the blue, launched the phone with curved displays. And when they did, those of you that remember the Galaxy Note will remember how terrible it was. The Galaxy Note Edge was just terrible on every sense of usability. And then the Galaxy S7 Edge, for example, had terrible palm rejection. It wasn't until the defunct Note 7 that they figured it out. So, you know the way Cupertino is, they won't launch something until it really works. But then they have the Apple Watch, for example, which proves me completely wrong, so let's just move on. Curves feel good in the hand, if you know what I'm talking about. No, I don't know what you're talking about. On Wednesday, things went crazy in the comments as we talked about the OnePlus 5. We saw some possible leaks that everybody's claiming to be fake, even though I wish they were. And, you know, speaking of that, what was your wish list? We had 1,152 comments. My wish for the OnePlus 5 is simply to get them to keep sticking to their roots of offering a really good phone at a reasonable price. You know, this has been the first time that I've been exposed to OnePlus phones ever since the OnePlus 3. I didn't feel that way before, but now that I've used them, I totally agree with you. You know, I really don't. OnePlus is famous, at least for me, in the fact that they stick to the basics and they stick to them right. They provide a good product at a good price. I wish that they continue with that, of course. IP68 rating, IR blaster, micro SD slot, minimum bezel, latest processor, camera optics, OnePlus 5 wish list. You know, I would actually stop and say, do you want a private jet to include with that? But everything that you asked is on spot. Of course, I would love absolutely all of that. IP68 topping the list. The only good smartphone feature that's slowly fading out, stereo speakers. Oh my god, OnePlus, please, if you're watching this video, that would be awesome if you figured out stereo speakers. Like seriously, I mean, it's one of those essential things for content consumption that I feel was probably also missing. Don't get me wrong, the speaker on the OnePlus 3T was great. The audio performance from the headphone jack was awesome, but sometimes you just don't want to pull over the hassle of pulling out headphones or anything. You just want to hear something good at the moment. You know, on Thursday, things got a little heated, mainly because we saw some possible leaked schematics of the iPhone 8. These looked very official, and I asked you what you thought about them. The comments were 804. Delete that iPhone 8 design, Apple, or else I will eat you and delete you in my toilet. Okay. Hate the vertical cameras. You know, I was reading that and all I could think of in my mind was imagining Grumpy Smurf saying, I hate vertical cameras. Honestly, people need to stop judging the iPhone based on leaked photos. The iPhone always looks much better when they actually reveal it. Oh my God, that is so true. Not that I'm trying to defend Apple or anything, but you're so right. Every single leak of any iPhone in the past has been terrible. I remember when the iPhone 5 leaks came out, all of us were like, oh my God, that looks horrible. And then when we saw the final phone, it was beautiful. Probably the best iPhone design ever, in my opinion. So, agreed with you. And finally, on Friday, the topic was HTC and their new ad that they were gonna squeeze the brilliance out of their possible U11. I asked you what you thought they meant. We had 451 comments. Gonna squeeze out the whatever little life it has left. That was a sick burn, but they better, honestly, they better squeeze whatever they can out of this phone. Squeeze your pockets and give you a large phone with poor usage of space. Oh my God, in technology, I think that phrase is going to be patented. I mean, Marquez, dude, I gotta hand it to you. You really made this phrase viral for a phone that wasn't getting much publicity until you pulled that video off, seriously. I think HTC is going to introduce the pressure-sensitive edges, as we had earlier seen in the Nokia McLaren. Oh my God, we had 2 comments that were focused on this. Obviously, I can only mention one, but you are so right. That would be an awesome approach, even though I wonder, I mean, I rarely use the Edge display features on the Galaxy S8. Well, I didn't on the S7, I do now because there's better palm rejection and it just reacts better now. So long as they're able to pull it off and it's not another gimmick like the HTC Sense Companion, I'm sold. That's it for the Pocketnow Daily Recap. Thank you very much for watching. If you want your comments to be featured, keep them short, stick to the point, and try to get some thumbs up. It helps us spot them a lot easier. You can also follow us on social media and hit that subscribe button down below for more videos like this one. You can also follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera, on Instagram at Jaime Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll hopefully see you next week.